We're back on Kababayan Today. What happens when you get creative Filipino Americans together? Guess what? They brainstorm about what they're going to do next. It's so important, Rodney, don't you think, to collaborate with your fellow Philam, or not just Philam, but Asian, to create your own work?
Yeah, I think it's incredibly important. I actually had a really interesting, profound moment. I was telling this to a friend of mine who came to the show that I'm doing right now. I took I had this sort of profound moment at the show. I was taking a bow, and I looked into the audience, and it was literally a sea of Caucasian people, which was wonderful. But I kept thinking, I'm like, wow, this is what needs to change in order for us to sort of change at the forefront. Like, that needs to change. We need to come and support each other. We need to sort of be, you know, aware of each other's work and aware of the fellow performers that are out there. Because once they're in the audience, then it inherently creates the demand for the stories to be told on the other side of the camera and on stage. So I think it's very important that people like us are collaborating, and which like Puntlip Fridays and you and all these things that are sort of now emerging. I think it's incredibly exciting, but it's also, there's like a lot more to be done. There's so many more people out there that need to sort of like continue to, otherwise we're going to be complaining into a vacuum for the rest of our lives.
It's all from the ground up, and being from a community standpoint, there are so many great organizations that are supporting the festival, from the Japanese American Cultural and Community Center, where the festival will be held, to Philam Arts, who are part of our community sponsors. So we owe a lot to them to reach out to the Filipino American community and tell everyone to come out and support the show and support all these Filipino American artists who are a part of it, because we're not just on musical night on Thursday, but throughout the whole weekend we've got a bunch of people coming and doing a lot of sketch and other parts of the show. So it's just an exciting thing to be a part of, because so many other organizations have pitched in to lend that support in whatever way it may be, from publicity and marketing to sponsorships of the festival.
Yeah, and once like, I'm encouraging all like Asian American, and not just Asian American, but a lot of people to come support all of us, the performers, because again, once these corporate sponsors see that there's this demand, of course they're going to meet the demand. So, I mean, if you're performing for an audience of like 5 people, I mean, if I was a sponsor, I wouldn't necessarily I wouldn't meet that demand. So but if it's full of a house of really supportive, enthusiastic people who want to see this kind of stuff, of course people like major corporate sponsors are going to want to give money to it. So
exactly. But talking about mainstream, I mean, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is one of those shows that's groundbreaking. So props to producer and creator, of course, Rachel Bloom, because she put a Filipino American as a lead. For a romantic lead. You have never seen a Filipino American in that position before, and it took someone from the outside, from outsider community, to see the value in that. So props to you, girl.
Yeah. Rachel and I have been friends for a long time. We both went to NYU, and she grew up in SoCal in Manhattan Beach, and she was like, this is what the world looks like to me. There's Filipinos, there's Asian American guys, and she's legitimately had crushes on them. So when it comes from that really true place of that's what she grew up with and that was familiar to her, in order to translate that life experience onto the page and then have a major network say, yeah, let's do that. That's part of your real story. That's part of your real history. It's amazing. And I remember the day that she texted me about Vincent Rodriguez, and she was like, there's this guy, and he's Filipino, and I think he's going to be the guy. And I looked at it and I was like, yes! way to go, way to cast a Filipino American actor. And he's supremely talented and funny and a great, a real triple threat, and it's amazing to be able to work with him too.
And young and handsome and talented.
He's great. Well, one day, if you guys go to the Comedy Festival on opening night, you'll get to see Vincent Rodriguez live in the flesh. He's going to be performing. So come on, guys. If not for him, to support our community. We're so excited for you guys. I will definitely be there. I know you guys are going to be turning people away, because last year that's what happened.
It's a great problem to have.
Yeah, no, it is.
I can only hope.
But that's why you need to get your tickets early. Not like the Filipino way, where you're going to last minute get tickets. Get tickets now. Yeah,
and opening night will be great, because we have the after party, all that sort of stuff. So it'll be fun. We'll come, we'll sing and dance and have a great time, and then go party and hang out.
Yay!
Yeah, there'll be plenty of great food.
Okay, well, sana makita-kita tayo doon, mga kababayan. Tess, Rodney, I surely hope that one day we get to collaborate more and put our stories out there. Maraming salamat.
Thank you.
All right, magbabalik kami here on Kababayan Today.